Baby got back. Where's B? There we go. Let's see. You know, of all the parts of me that are flabby, my arms are not the thing that I'm worried about. Hello, Curvy Asparagus. Hello, Rocky Wookie. Rocky's Whoopie. Why is that so hard for me to say? It's not a hard name. I'm just an idiot. I'm live. I am an idiot. I can't say that one of my people's names is Rocky's Whoopie, and I can't say it. Yeah. My partner asked me why I thought I was an idiot. That's kind of cute. All right, let's see if we can't get the audio for you guys so you can actually hear what's happening.
But I'm definitely loving like the full range of options so far. Next we have this cream two-piece. This top is adorable. It's called the Coastline Cap Sleeve Bikini Top. Corset back. Love it. Looks great with my terrible tan. It's giving more of a shirt vibe to me, so like you could very easily just put on some like denim shorts and go in and have lunch and feel like you're not in a bathing suit. You know what I mean? Love the square.
There we go. I wouldn't wear it in white because I look terrible. Actually, if I wore that in white, it would look like I was naked. So, because I'm roughly darker than paper. Roughly darker than paper. Alright, that looks good. YouTube audio is working. The chat is up. Video is up. I'm going to try. I'm eating. And I apologize, but I need to eat. So did he I think he locked me in here. But alright. What are we doing here? Come on, brain. We can do this. Right. Hello, Curvy. Hello, Rocky. Hello, Pupcoda. Hello, Christina. Hello, Smug and Smarmy. That was date night. Hello, I learned to say the wrong species. I still. Hello, Alice. Hello, Allie. Date night was good. We went out to a place we've got around here called El Limon. And I got a giant chorizo burrito with mole sauce on top. And, I'm not joking. They're like roughly, they're as wide across as my head. They're massive burritos. So I ate about half of that. But I also got a tostada with chicken asada on it, and I'd never had that before, so it was really good. So it was tasty. Hello, Common Sense. Hey, Common Sense. Hello. And then we came home, and in true nerd fashion, I got sucked into Duolingo. And we played Duolingo all night. Wow. It was good. And he got the exact same burrito, only he got the chicken asada in his. It's asada, right? Anyway. So he got the chicken. I had the sausage. Chorizo. And they make their own chorizo there. If you don't have an El Limon, I'm very sorry. They are, hands down, some of the best, like, restaurant style Tex-Mex. I won't even say it's like Mexican, but it's, you know, definitely playing into it. And for some strange reason, I haven't updated my health tracker, so I'm currently doing that. I don't know, I figured I really want to get this video edited and out, but I kind of enjoyed hanging out with everybody yesterday, I think it was. So, give me one quick second. There we go. All right. Goodbye, phone. I thought we'd give it a shot today, too. In Mexican yesterday, too. Chori queso? If that's a mix of queso and chorizo, I'm here for it. Make it easier on yourself is my attitude. Oh, alright, well. Well, I see you have Ni Kim Wicks, but I think that's Wicks, but I didn't want to assume. Salmon and broccoli. Well, right now I'm eating leftover baked potato and the little tiny bit of steak I had left over because I went out with friends Monday night and we went to Outback. So I got a steak and potato at Outback and then I ate exactly half of that too. So but salmon and butternut squash sounds good too. I already watched that one. I'm actually behind April Lauren by 2 videos. So I need to get caught up on that. Where'd he go? Where'd my dude go? No, did I mess it up? No, there he is. We kind of sort of watched a Strive4Change the other day. And this is his video as of 3 days ago. He seems to put out 1 video a week, so I think this would be his most recent one. I made salmon with cream cheese and everything but the bagel seasoning. Got a lot of salmon in here today. I don't know what I'm having for dinner yet. This is actually my lunch. I know. Actually, I think I'm going to... Oh, 1 piece. I want 1 piece. I think I'm going to make chili for dinner, mainly because chili's always better the next day. So if I make chili tonight, and if I, like, for some reason I'm not hungry, I can just let it sit, and it'll be perfectly ready for tomorrow. Or a good distraction. We serve it with homemade warm tortillas and pico de gallo. I hit 2 more. PG-13. Only because YouTube won't let us be wild. Wild and crazy chat. You've never watched Curvy? You've never watched April Lauren? Good 5 days. Well, I want to watch both of these. I will end up reacting to them both later, but I figured I don't like to react to things cold, but this would not technically be a reaction, so I figured maybe cold watch these, or watch these with you guys. Happening? Why are you still sending me messages? So, and I might be a little low energy today, but that's neither here nor there. What, bud? My cat smells my steak and he wants some of it and I won't share because I don't want fat cats. But they don't understand. They don't understand nutrition like I do, you guys. Speaking of Amber, I watched her most recent video last night. I am missing nothing. Like, nothing. She seems to be picking fights with reaction channels right now, and I'm over that, but her video was just a big pile of nuttin'. And I was like, wow. Just wow. Like, how, wow. There was so much. She could have made a better video if she had just stared at her camera for 9 minutes and not blinked. Like, it was bad. So, I don't know. Is there even going to be a point to reacting to her when I get back from Salem. I mean, that's kind of the feeling I had after I watched that video. I was just kind of like, even if I was still reacting right now, what would I have even said? There was nothing to say. You know, there was nothing positive or negative. It was terrible. It was terrible, they say around here. I lost the chat. There it is. Helped perpetuate the species by having 5 cats. You're funny. All right. So I guess my question for you guys will be engage with my audience. Yes, I want to do that. Start a poll. All correct. Yes. I change for roll and spell it. Oh, and then color in two. I'm not correcting that. You know what? It's over. Over it. I learned to say that. I learned she's hurt. Yeah, I really haven't been watching her at all since that last video I reacted to. I don't even think I've watched. I watched. I think I watched Alex react to one of her videos. I can't tell you what it was about. I think it was like an update on her gallbladder or something. I don't remember. And then, yeah, that video last night was just. I was just bad. You're not laid, Hellfire. I haven't started yet. I threw a poll up there. Well, that's kind of cool. I didn't notice that it just gives me like whoever's winning. All right, so looks like April's winning. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I kind of like April. I don't have any problems. Well, I mean, I know why people have problems with her, but overall, I don't really having any issues with her. She's gonna have to try really hard to fuck up weight loss surgery. They mainly literally take your stomach out. The big ankles, the ankles big cherry retro reacts are good. I thought about doing some retro react stuff. I thought about doing like a comparison of her last time taking the weight loss drugs and this time, but I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. Other people, the videos I do of other people are doing better on my channel than the videos I've done of Amber. So it seems like everybody's pretty over her. So I don't know. I don't even know at this point what she could do to make herself relevant because she's not entertaining. She refuses to do anything that would be entertaining. She's barely losing weight. It's just, I mean, at least April went and got weight loss surgery. So she's just, yeah, she's just hard to watch. And like every time she does one of her questions of the day, like her questions last time were just like, what was the one? Why is everybody, why are all the reaction channels, or why do people leave such nasty comments? Don't they realize they're just being bullies? And I'm like, who are these people? What? These are not real commenters. These are your sock accounts. Hey, it's Christina's Lifting Journey. Hello. Miss Jellyfish is back. Excuse me. Leave a bucket. I always used to make a joke about my friends when they had their kids were younger. They would always be like, oh my god, my kids. And I'm like, duct tape. Just duct tape. They can't get out of it. They're like, they know I'm joking, but it's still funny. And I'm like, I'm gonna be the worst mom. Because my kids are gonna act up and I'm just gonna get out the roll of duct tape and just go, uh, message redacted. I wish when people like deleted their messages, it would just like delete the message. Do I need to know there's a redacted message? What good does this knowledge do me? I need HO. I'm not gonna leave them tied up that long. Right, boring and snotty. Yes. Now, in my defense about liking April, I don't really know that much about April, honestly. And she like vanished for what, almost a year, yeah? So all I really know about April is what Chikara really would say. And Chikara was never mean to April. She was always just kind of pointing out inconsistencies and half-truths and that kind of stuff. So, I mean, it just seems like April's just in denial, or was. I mean, she's still in denial now, I'm sure, but yeah, it would be nice if you could just edit your own comments. Right. I mean, they can put it here so it says message redacted. It would be like one less step to just be like message edited. You know? That way I know it's been edited. I don't know why I care if it's been edited, but apparently people do. Reviews are Reviews are more realistic than the views that I see on Anna's videos. It's got 15K views. This video is 3 days old. I mean, is this the fresh one? I just do this one? No, don't give me ads.
I can't believe I...
Yes, thank God. All right. Yeah, so it's 3 days old, 15K views. She's got 73.6K subscribers, and 1K likes, but she's been gone for a while. So it's understandable that she might still have a high subscriber note, but not a lot of... I think that's pretty decent. Not like Anna's numbers where they're just so very suspiciously low. You're surprised Anna doesn't have a Disney cruise video yet? Well, she's not done complaining yet. I did go over some of her shorts and TikToks. It's one of the videos I'll be editing later, but yeah, she's... Even in her shorts, she can't be having a good time. She's still complaining inside her shorts. Would also help if you wore your glasses. Yeah, see, I've got the lights turned off today just because, like, I'm not trying to have a migraine today. Alan went hard on her and her husband. I know her husband takes things a whole lot more seriously than April does, as far as, like, not liking comments, but I think he's chilled out some, too. How much could Amber's videos bring in for it? She's still making a living off of them, so... Yeah, Alan does go hard on everybody. He calls himself the angry bald man. That's where I learned it. No. I have never thought about drilling a hole in my head for my mic. Okay, no, that's not true. When I was younger, I seriously considered trephining. No, right now they're all basically sinus related because the weather keeps fluctuating so badly. So. In City and I tripped and fell in the backyard. What is the dieth though? I don't, what part of my ear is that? So you had it done 10 years ago? Well, I mean, I have my ears pierced. But, I mean, it's a traditional ear piercing, not anything fancy. Not like into the cartilage. Alright. There's my video. Hopefully this will work. April talks really slowly. We're gonna set her at a 1.5 with the option of speeding her up further if she is really dragging on. One of the folds in the upper part? Oh, okay. Why would that work? Like what's the theory behind having it pierced to make it work? 4 months and it still works. Ridge fold just above the ear hole. That little doodad? Oh. Interesting. I stick my finger in my ear. It's an acupuncture point. Interesting. Hello, bee! Yeah, diary. That might be my problem, honestly. My eyes are not blue, I promise you guys. I know it looks like they are, but they are not. They are actually hazel green. That it's a piercing pressure point and will alleviate pressure in order to alleviate. I've thought about getting acupuncture for my migraines. Right now I want to get it for my because I've been getting a new kind of migraine since I've started doing YouTube. But it's my neck and shoulders that get the migraine now, and then it travels up from there. So I want to start getting some acupuncture or just like some medical grade massage, I guess, on this area just to make it relax more. Curvy. Yeah, I had a friend who had to get Botox for their migraines because she would get these cluster migraines that would just last for days. And so she started getting Botox and that helped as well. And I've considered the Botox for reals. I get what you're talking about, Christina. It's fine. I probably didn't even catch that it was misspelled. Get it across your neck and shoulders too. You said you do it once a week? Where did I lost it? Monthly shot. Yeah, I was impressed. I mean, it makes sense because you're basically paralyzing the muscles. So tiny, that is based on your keyboard. Your keyboard may be set too high. Oh, it's not set too high. Yeah, I have like caveman set up over here and press. I haven't crippled myself yet. Well, I could do an ice pack. What I have been doing that has helped a lot is I don't record for more than 2 hours at a go. And then I get up and I do anything but sit down, which also prevents me from being on the computer. So, like, I'll go do chores, you know, shit you need to do around the house anyway. So, I try not to lay down too. Every 12 weeks for the Botox. Does your insurance cover the Botox, Curvy, or do you have to pay for that out of pocket? Mammy Bell, the Botox works for you too. Because I get like 3 different types of migraines, or that are caught. Well, okay, yeah, I consider them 3 different types of migraines. I have an ocular migraine. That was what I was diagnosed with when I was 13. I get the sinus pressure ones that are right through here, and then these are new. So. So she was. Yeah, that's the thing with the migraines, though. I learned I used to get them really bad when I was working in the field. And it was like I could stay home in the hotel room in the dark and be in pain and be nauseous and miserable and not get paid. Or I could go to work and occasionally go yak in a bush and get paid. So it just got to the point where I was like, I'm going to be miserable one way or the other. I might as well get paid to be miserable. So, what's that one? Oh, she is so funny if you don't watch her. Alexandra, what is her name? I don't know. She does, this is the makeup girl that oh, you can't see it. Yeah, you can. This is the makeup girl that I watch all the time. Her name's Alexandra something or other. I can't remember. Anyway, she's funny as hell. She's pretty much the only beauty guru-ish. She's not even a beauty guru. She just does boxes, all the boxes. And then she tries the makeup on afterwards, usually. An injectable preventer. Yeah, I don't want to take drugs. I don't want to be on a pill because all the migraine medicine like makes me nauseous. I've had it all before, and every single one of them make me like horribly nauseous. And I'm like, it's no better than the actual migraine. Your insurance covers the Botox, and then the company has a copay. Cool. Or servogenic migraines. Yeah, well, my problem, Christina, is I think I'm causing them on myself if they're not. Like, the ocular ones, there's jack all I can do about them. The sinus ones, I can sometimes get out ahead of those because I know it's weather related. These bad boys, this is YouTube. This is all YouTube. I do need to figure out a better setup, but all right. I'm going to hit play on April, and we're going to hear about her 3 weeks after weight loss surgery update and weigh in after the duodenal switch. Hello, soft foods.
I had a weight loss surgery 3 whole weeks ago. It has been a fast 3 weeks and also a very
Can you guys hear her okay?
Change in so many different ways in the last 3 weeks. I've made other videos. I've made a video every week, and I feel like every week there's lots of overlap.
Sounds
but it feels
quiet
different.
To me, so.
Everything feels so different, and I am April Lauren. Welcome to my channel, Wake Up Right, where I share all the things that help me live each day a little brighter. This week, until today I've had a little pain, but I haven't had pain. I've been doing my walks and enjoying those. I am eager to be cleared to work out. Will come at 6 weeks, so that's only 3 more weeks. Like in the beginning, that sounds like such a long time, but in 3 more weeks, I'll be able to scuba dive. I'll be able to go to the gym, and I'll be able to do whatever I need to do. I'll be back at work in 3 more weeks. So 3 more weeks. Life will be pretty normal for me, and I'm excited to get to that stage and that routine. But right now, I'm having to learn how to live my life, which is interesting. I
actually have to slow her down.
Relieved to have made a permanent change.
There we go.
I'm just happy to be here. I am happy that I got over myself and that I am here now. And
things
are going to just continue to get better. And I am looking forward to that.
Kim, as long as they pay for...
that is going to be a struggle. What do you think about...
As long as Medicare covers the initial shot, I'm good. Duodenal. Or duodenal. Yeah, it's like a weird-ass word. Weird word. Duodenal. 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 No, whatever. It's like a lipolipidema. I don't give a shit anymore. I really don't. Get the computer to say it for me.
When you don't have to constantly think about losing or gaining weight. I have spent my whole life, like that's been my focus, is I've either been losing weight or I'm checked out and gaining weight. And I am grateful that when I reached my low point, I reached out for help. And now I'm here. that evolved to weight loss surgery, and I'm grateful. This week, my husband went back to work, and so I was, more independent while he was gone. And then we knew right after he went back to work, he would be going out of town for a bit. So I also got to talk to one of my good friends, Sarah. She has a YouTube channel. I'm going to circle back around because her channel has been helpful, but having her as a friend is amazing. 2 days into this week, I got to meet with my dietitian, and that I was looking forward to that so much. I was so tired of liquids and and
how many of you in the chat have had the surgery? See the chat? Check that before. Yeah, you guys can see. I can see the chat. How many of you guys have had? I know several of you have had some form of the weight loss surgery. Not, I don't know how many of you. I feel like what April had done is like really invasive, and I feel like this is only like the second or third time I've even heard of this type of surgery. So I feel like this is a newer form of it, but I could be very wrong.
And protein, it's I'm gonna have like a strained relationship with protein shakes. I think I say that, but I still find myself thinking that like it would be just easier if I just went ahead and had protein shakes. But I'm trying to not supplement now, because when I go back to work, I know I'm gonna end up supplementing. Let me dive into a little bit of what she sent me. Part of my program included meeting with a dietitian, and I'm excited. I didn't realize at the time that I would still be meeting with her after surgery. I was scared because I didn't think that was going to be a thing, and I was like, oh, like all of the things that she was covering pre-surgery, I'm like, this is all great, and it's stuff that I've never thought of. But I was like, what's going to happen when I'm putting it into action? And so I'm really relieved that I get to have one-on-one sessions with her.
The surgery, as I understand, the surgery that April had done, and I only know this because I watched another 600 Pound Life show that the kid had been given it. It was a kid that got it, like a young teenager. Anyway, they like reroute your esophagus through your stomach, and then they like reroute, and then they take out your stomach, some parts of it, and then they reroute your intestines. Basically, they like bypass some huge chunk of your intestines, and they basically just build you a whole new digestive tract. And I mean, I'm glad they can do that, but it just sounds so incredibly invasive, because they basically just like reroute all of your plumbing. And I'm just like, I've never considered getting weight loss surgery anyway, just because I don't like the idea of getting surgery. I until recently had a fear of surgery, so it's not like I'm like, no surgery. I just didn't want to do it for that reason. And then hearing about this particular surgery that April had done, I'm like, damn. You really mean it. Because, like, you can't get that back. They take it out. Actually, I'm wondering if they do take, like, all the little bits that they reroute. Like, they would have to, right? They'd have to take the tissue out because it would get necrotic if they left it in there. This is me thinking out loud, by the way. But, yeah, somewhere in my head, I'm like, do they just leave, like, the extra parts in there? Do you just have, like, extra bits hanging out inside of you now? Probably not, right? She did have the dual, yep, somebody, where was the pronunciation? Duodenal switch. Curvy, she did. Can you guys hear me? Am I weird? I mean, I know I'm weird, but y'all can hear me, right?
Now that I'm post-op, and I don't know how many there will be total, but I know that I will have another one 6 weeks out. So 6 weeks out, I will be cleared to go back to work. I'll be cleared to work out. I'll be cleared to scuba dive, should my heart desire, which it will because I love it. And I will also have another meeting with my dietitian, and I'm very relieved. So we had, before you do your blood work, first you go to an info session, then you do your blood work, then you meet with the dietitian, and she went over so much to help prepare me mentally for the changes that would come. And when I spoke to her this week, it was so interesting because the way I take things and internalize them, sometimes my fear, I think, like makes it so scary. Like I thought, and I talked about this last week, I thought I wasn't going to be able to drink like normal like that. I was going to have like these teeny tiny sips. Like, and you are supposed to sip, but you're not supposed to gulp. And those are quite different things. But in my mind, if I wasn't gulping, then I was like, not taking any liquid in. So, and that's just not the case. And it's, yeah.
It is an aggressive surgery, and candidates are probably those needing faster weight loss with smaller chances of regaining. I mean, it's hard to regain weight when all of your food is just vacating you, like, immediately. That's my thing. The way it sounds is that the surgery basically... How to say things that won't get my channel the video demonetized. Again, thanks, YouTube. Basically you eat food and then it just immediately leaves your system. Like it doesn't spend hardly any time digesting inside of you. So you're not pulling out nutrients like you would normally. So she does actually she looks actually happy here. Not like that forced happy that she usually, like that haunted look in her eyes. She actually looks kind of happy here. It's the oldest procedure. Interesting. So there's more data available. I did not know that, Smug. I would not have thought that. With your bypass, they left the part of my stomach inside because it's still attached to the blood supply. Oh, okay. Sleeve they just like basically put like a sleeve around your gut, right? And they just like squish it off like a rag. Does she script? Me? No, this is not scripted. I am not scripted. No. I'm trying to edit and that's not going well. But that's okay. That's not a you problem. That's a me problem. Not bypass, you absorb about 25% fewer calories. Yeah, but Smug, she's had like the whole damn thing redone. Like it's not going through her intestines anymore, and there's a lot of like nutrient absorption that occurs through the intestines as well, like the upper intestines. I think they basically just attached her stomach to her colon. Smug knows about these things. I'm gonna let Smug answer my questions. Nope, go back. There we go.
So after our talk, she sent me a summary, and the summary was just the guidelines, and I'll read it. Chew, chew, chew. You cannot overchew your food. I'm sure I've said this before, but it wasn't until I started preparing for weight loss surgery that I realized that I don't chew my food that much. Like most of the time, it's like I put it in and then it goes down. Like of course, some things I have to chew, but I did not.
How do you not chew food? Why wouldn't you chew food? Unless your teeth were crap, why would you not chew? I mean, I get why Amber doesn't do it, because her teeth are falling apart, but... You guys are cracking me up. Isn't going through my intestines either. See the difference between my... growing me... banana stomach. See, I mean, I'm glad surgery works for some people, and I don't want to dissuade people who are interested in getting it from getting it, but oh my god, this just sounds terrifying to me. To me. That's a me problem, though.
Chew my food properly. And I don't think that everyone has to do the amount of chewing that I now do, but what I was doing was such a small fraction of this. So they recommend chewing at least 30 times. Like essentially it should be like mush in your mouth. That sounds gross. It makes some stomach turns saying that, but like it should be like you purate it before you swallow it. You cannot over chew your food. She says, drink, 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 but do not drink while you're eating. And this is the hardest thing. Something that's interesting though, is I think one of my fullness cues is feeling thirsty. Like, and I don't know if I'm actually thirsty, but I'll get to a point, I'm petting Chipper. I'll get to a point where I want to have a drink. And I've noticed if I back off and I don't eat anymore and I just sit there, then I'm done. Like when I get that feeling, and I just didn't realize that that was going to be the case. And other things like sighing is a fullness cue, like taking deep breaths. Oh, no, I'm yawning. A runny nose, which I've never had a runny nose, but there's just so many things that are fullness cues that I don't know if I had them or not before because I never paid attention. So it is very important. The next thing, well, part of that drink was also, I went way far away from this list just now. I went way far. Okay, getting back to the list because I just took a detour. She says, when you drink, sip, don't gulp, or use straws. And
I just took a detour. That cracks me up. The O sleeve is where they remove 80% of your stomach, so it's shaped like... Okay, I just read that part. Hi, Midori! They did remove the part of my stomach. They did remove it? Oh, I'm not saying anybody should regret it. No, 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 no. Yeah, Smug, no, I get it. Like, Fat Chick in a Barn, you say you don't typically drink while you eat. I do. I can't imagine going through a meal without drinking along with the food, because like that helps the food go down. Okay, it keeps everything lubricated. Apparently, like they make a few incisions. They are a robot. Yeah, the robots doing surgery thing is actually pretty cool. I've watched a few videos on YouTube. That's kind of neat.
And I miss drinking with a straw. The next thing she says is stop eating when you feel full. If you keep eating, you're going to get sick. And then she says get enough protein at all meals, eat protein first. She does say that we can continue to use a liquid protein supplement. And then she says eat several small meals throughout the day and take our vitamins. And then she laid out a menu, and my goodness. So I was pretty disappointed that until all of my restrictions are lifted, I can't go back to work. And that I was super, super disappointed. And I probably could, I know I could do this and work. When I saw her sample meal plan, you made us make one of these, and it still didn't click. It did not click because I hadn't experienced my own my physical limitations on eating. So like I made a meal plan and I'm like, this is gonna be easy. No, it is not. After surgery, it is not easy. And then trying to get to here is that, so this, she has us 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m. Like every hour there is something that I'm supposed to be consuming. And if you don't do that, then you can't get it all in. And it's overwhelming because like when I did 75 hard, I could maybe be a half a gallon in and still have half a gallon left. And I could just chug all that. Like I could just throw it all back, like half a gallon of water. And that's not the point of 75 hard, but that's sure enough what I did sometimes. I don't know if it was a full half gallon, but it'd be a lot of water and I could just be like, but.
Did she just say that she did 75 hard? Because I half listened to that one, I'm not gonna lie. April, stop it. I tried doing the 75 hard thing. I don't think it's for people who have short attention spans. I'm gonna regret putting that there later, but I'd happily recommend surgery to anyone who wants it. No, nobody should be no one should ever feel like they're being pushed towards a procedure. I mean, unless it's literally like, you are going to die. I mean, that's different, but that, again, is still a decision you need to make with a doctor. Sure she has. So wait, Diary, are you considering getting surgery? Is that what's going on?
To continue. Then it has high protein foods to focus on, and then something she calls sticky foods. So foods that are not recommended. Then she has foods that are not recommended and that we definitely shouldn't be eating at this stage of the diet, which is soft foods. But I thought that I was moving on from liquid to puree, and I am so happy that I misunderstood that, because this is not a puree diet that I am on. It is soft food. So she says fork tender is what I should focus on. So when I stab it with a fork, it should fall apart. Or like ground beef, I can do ground turkey. And I have been loving fish. So it's interesting to me too, when I was cleared, my meeting with her was first thing in the morning. And I just continued. I think I just felt overwhelmed because, one, I thought I was moving on to puree. And then two, I felt scared. I don't know why. And that's feeling that fear kind of made me feel overwhelmed. So I didn't even eat. I just continued with like liquid stuff, like I continued the liquid diet until dinner time. And then I made a plate of food, and when I say plate of food, I literally have like a tiny appetizer plate that I use. What she broke down for me too was that I should have 3 tablespoons of protein, 2 tablespoons of a carb, and 2 tablespoons of a vegetable, ideally.
Tablespoons. Measuring your food in tablespoons. Wow. I think that's the other reason why, like, the idea of surgery just never really appealed to me, is because of the severe, the way you have to eat afterwards, you know? I just don't like it. But, you know, again, that's a me problem. You're gonna get the sleeve? I need to catch up with your videos, Diary. I'm not gonna lie. I am a terrible person. Smug, what is 75 hard? How do you not know? It's, it's really hard to explain, honestly. It's like this, it's hard to explain. I don't know. We'll dig out a video for it. Have I seen The Fat Doctor, the TV series? Not Fact Doctor UK? After surgery, a person that just... Well, yeah, I mean, I know it could. I have a friend who just had... Well, not anymore. I think she's been out a year now. Who had the surgery done. And she's very happy with it. And she was a champ, too. So, hi, Stevie. And so, I mean, I know, what am I trying to say here? So I know, like, you adjust, and also, you know, your stomach is miles smaller than it used to be, so you don't even notice it, honestly, because, like, Shauna Steele always says, like, you have that one bite too many, and you're done, you're sick, you're losing all of it. So you learn to just not do that. Right, Christina? Yeah. Not probably a thing for people who have ADHD, and since, like, the majority of people have ADHD, apparently, we should not be doing it. I don't know. For other people, it works really well, so either that or they're much better at faking it. Hellfire, I think we're talking about 2 different things. Fat Doctor UK is a fat acceptance, health at every size TikTok proponent, and they just got their license revoked, actually, for spreading misinformation about obesity. So that's nice. Mike says he had the surgery 23 years ago and it helped. Yeah, I don't know anybody who says they regret getting the surgery done, unless the surgery was botched, you know, obviously. But I literally cannot think of a single person who I have seen who has gotten the surgery who's regretted getting the surgery. So that doesn't mean there aren't people who do. It's just within my personal sphere, I've not seen anybody or heard anybody say that they regretted getting the surgery done, so. You have a sneezy... Oh, my uncle does that, Diary! It has something to do with his soft palate. Yeah, Christina, we're glad. I do believe... Yeah. I don't know a lot of people who do 75 hard anymore, honestly. Yeah, Fat Chicken and Barn. Yeah, it's all of that, but then also you're like, you have to read a book and you have to do certain things. Like, it is supposed to be like a total life reset thing, but Yeah, read 10 pages of a nonfiction and take progress pictures every day. Wicked Weird Wednesday says your sister-in-law ate through her surgery. I know that can happen. Sean mentions that in his videos. Shauna Steele. I'd watch his videos, but like the TLC content, because he usually reacts to 600 Pound Life. Every dang time they hit me with copyright, and I just don't care. Nope, stop it.
Like, I don't have to have the carb. I don't have to have the vegetable, because right now all I can eat are canned vegetables. But so for my first meal, I did do the 3, 2, and 2, and I was so happy. I was like, I'm about to eat this up. I had like 2 bites, and I was like, I had to wait. It took me, I ate that over 3 periods, like 3 meals. So it's almost like that 1 meal was 3 snacks. For the first few days, definitely was still using protein substitutes like protein yogurt, and I will continue to use things like that.
I'm 40,
I'm trying to get my food in, my protein in from food sources, because she also said that something that can hold people up is that they don't do the whole protein diet, that they'll do liquid stuff, and then they will eat slider, which she calls like slider foods. Slider foods are things that go down really easy. They don't stay in your digestive tract very long. Your body breaks them down easy, so they don't sit, like protein sits heavier in the stomach. Chipper, stop, baby. She put her ball over there and she wants to go get it, and I'm not about to let her, because then she chews it and now it squeaks. I chewed it so much she has a squeaking ball. I wish you could see her. Yes, her so precious. You can see her little nose. Anyway, so it's the slider foods. Chippy, go get in your bed, baby. I am such a habitual person. If I start doing things now that are not ideal, then I'll continue to do that, because that will be the way that I do things. And so having, you know, like my whole body.
I think my biggest problem with 75 hard was that if you messed up a day, like let's say you did 74 days in a row, and or like maybe 73 days in a row perfectly, like props if you did. But if your 74th day you screwed up, you were supposed to start over the next day as day 1. That was always my problem, and I couldn't get past that mental part. It was just like, no. Read your Google. Yeah, they say not to read or watch TV or do any of that stuff while you're eating, because you're supposed to be mindful about it. So, how many of us succeed in this? Who knows? Right.
Has been reset, essentially, the way it digests and processes food and liquids. My mind has also had a reset, and also my hormones have had a reset. Like, everything has been reset. And so I'm just taking the opportunity to do things as prescribed.
Is reset really the word? I feel like it's not a reset. I feel like it's like a hard shift, because it's not gonna ever go back. I don't know, maybe it will. I don't know.
And hopefully that leads me to the best case scenario and down the best paths for me to have continued success. And I want to maintain the most amount of muscle that I can. I really don't want to lose my hair, so I don't want to lose my teeth. Like, I want to do things that will help my body heal. And if getting protein from fish is better than protein drinks, then that's what I would like. However, I'm not against protein drinks, and I will have them again. Right now, I'm over protein drinks, but so I probably wouldn't do a protein drink anyway. I'd probably do like some Greek yogurt, or I don't know, protein things that come in other ways. With the duodenal switch, my protein recommendation was 80 to 90 grams.
Well, thank you for thinking of buying a super chat, though, B. I appreciate it. The thought counts. Yeah, she's a big fan of the reset. And that could just be the toxic positivity, because she's A+ toxic positivity in my opinion. And that's not, I don't think that makes her a bad person. I think it's delusional. But it's also why she kind of looks haunted all the time, is because even when she's clearly not happy, she's like forcing herself to appear happy. So, and she's still doing it. It's just her way of life, apparently. It's just what she does.
Of protein per day. And so that is just hard to get in when you're eating 3 tablespoons of protein max at a time. And considering that I started the week off not able to do 3 tablespoons, but days 2 and 3, it shifted quite a bit. Like I was able, it's like I think my body was in shock when I first put whole food in it. It's like, what is this? What is this? And then it's like, oh, we remember.
She's 3 weeks out in this one, and she's already eating solids? And she says, this week I progressed to the soft food phase of the post-op, so I guess that's solids? I wouldn't count it. Solid food to me is something you actually have to chew. So I don't consider things like mashed potatoes or soft scrambled eggs or like soup. I don't consider those solids. But that's just a personal preference. That's okay, Allie. I'm in and out of work too. Elena says you like putting a scoop of protein powder in Greek yogurt because it tastes like cake batter. I just got a protein shake. I drink those Premier Proteins because I go through these phases where I have like no appetite. And I'm going through one of those. But the cake batter is a new flavor, and I'm like, I don't really care for their vanilla because it just, I don't like it. So I was like, oh, well, maybe the cake batter will have kind of like a sweeter vanilla flavor, I guess. I haven't tried it yet, so. Yeah, that's unfortunate, Ruby, but I need to eat and my stomach is growling, but the other hand, I don't want to stop. Go eat something. If you need to eat, go eat.
But thankfully, it was not like, we remember, give me more. It was just like, we remember, we can process, but you better take your time because I'm going to talk to you and you're not going to understand my language. And by that, I just mean, I thought I was going to experience, like if I ate too much, that I would experience like pain, like significant pain, or that I would be like vomiting. And I guess it's possible I just haven't eaten too much. And I did take it super easy those first few days. And I'm still taking it pretty easy. I'll just divide. So like if I make something and I do any of the indicators that I'm full, or I just don't feel like eating more right that instant, then I'll just divide it up. The hard part about that, and what's kind of tripping me up now, I feel like it's making getting water in a challenge. So it's like there's this battle. It's like battle of the belly. It's like, do you want water or do you want protein? And I'm like, I need both. I need both. But that's probably why she still had that liquid protein in, because the liquid protein gives you both. It'll give me some liquid, some hydration, and it'll give me protein, but it is not the preferred for either. Tilapia has quite a bit of protein in it, and I bought some of that and have been eating that, and it's really good. And I have done tuna, and I have done salmon, and I have done ground beef at this point, and all of them are good. And they all sit about the same. Tuna is the only one. I have just been doing the packs of tuna, and mostly because I've had them for a while and I don't want them to expire. So they're still good now, but like sooner than the cans I have. The cans I have are good for years. The packets are getting close to their expiration date. So I wanted to use those up, but they're drier because they're not sitting in like that liquid. And so I wonder if that's why, but my body definitely gives me a little, I don't know, it's not bad. It sits different.
Well, I imagine it does, because it's not moving through your digestive tract. I'm sure food. See, that's my other thought. Like, when she eats, does the food just like, you know how sometimes sometimes when you eat, like, you feel your food and it's like sitting right here, right on the top of your stomach, like right under your rib cage, and it just kind of sits there for a while. I wonder if that's how it feels all the time when she eats. Like if she eats too much, if it just feels like there's just like this solid lump just sitting there. I don't hate eating. I just go through these phases where I have no interest in food. And I'm thinking about making, well, I'm intending to make a video about this when I'm done with it, but I bought a month worth of Alan Roberts's No Morbidity and the Alchem, I think it's called. And I'm not gonna lie, those things do not help with appetite. Like, they do help with appetite, and that's the point. They, my experience with them so far has been that they have severely curbed any appetite that I do have. And if you overeat by so much as, like, one bite, you get nauseous. So, at least I am. So that's been my experience with them so far, which I guess is good. Because, you know, it's teaching me not to overeat. And I mean, let's face it, I probably don't need to eat as much as I have been eating, or I wouldn't be overweight in the first place. But as far as, like, eating, no. There's certain times where I make dinner and it tastes like crap and I don't want to eat it, but that's just me being angry at the fact that I've screwed up food. Theater Kate says, she makes me feel so uneasy. Yeah, she's trying. April tries so hard to be positive and to be happy, and she really desperately wants to be an influence to people. Like, she's like Amber, she wants to inspire people, but she just can't get her shit together. Alchemy. No, it's not alchemy. It's spelt weird. I'd go get the bottles, but I'm lazy and I don't want to. She can be very robotic like Christina, because she's just going through the motions sometimes. Not wanting to eat anything leads me to eat crap instead of an actual meal. Yes, Smug, yes. It makes you... It's not... I mean, you know how when we talk about with Amber... we being the royal we, and I'm like, yeah, take your thumb and put it up against the picture and block out the upper half of her face, and then block out the lower half of her face and see if they match in emotion, and they don't. With April, nearly every time you'll do that, like, the bottom half of her face will be, even though she's smiling, it's more of a grimace. And if you block out the mouth and the lower part of her nose and you just look at her eyes, there's no smile in her eyes. And that's anytime she's doing this. Like, April, you can tell April's faking her emotion. And I mean, she's good at projecting it with her voice. But as far as, like, getting her facial expressions to line up with the tone of her voice, it just doesn't work for her. And I don't know if she's just... well, she's not an actress, for one, or else that's what actors and actresses do, clearly. So she's just never caught onto how to lie convincingly with her face. Does she? I have no idea if she's been diagnosed with anything. Theater, she doesn't talk about that kind of stuff. Doesn't sit there. If you eat sugar, the no morbidity doesn't work? Oh, so you're taking it too, Fat Chick in a Barn? What do you think of it so far? I'm interested, because I'm about halfway through the month. So about halfway through the bottles now, and I'm losing weight. That's neither here nor there. I mean, so they are doing what they were supposed to do, but I don't really know if, like... I don't know. I'm going to wait to form an overall opinion at the end. I'm just definitely noticing effects. So, and not bad effects, like... unless I overeat. So you find if you eat sugar that it doesn't work. So what does the no morbidity do for you? Because I've got the two different kinds and you take them two different ways, and other than their pills, and you swallow them clearly, that's redundant. She's just using her tagline, Wicked Weird Wednesday. She's just using her tagline, make it a little brighter. But it doesn't sound genuine. No, it doesn't. Her face never matches, yeah. Kismet, it might have something to do with the Latter-day Saints. I mean, she is She's Mormon or Latter-day Saints. She's one of the two. Alchemy. That's it. There it is. Hellfire's got it. So she's one of those, and she talks about being religious sometimes. And it's probably not easy growing up like that. Like Anna's fake happiness, but extra weird. Yeah, Ruby, exactly. This is what happens when you're not angry. April's not angry. Anna is. And that's the problem with Anna. Anna's anger seeps out when Anna's shifting from expression to expression. Her resting face goes to that anger that's in her. April's sad. April's always sad. I mean, look at her eyes right now. She's sad. And she's always been like that. So with April, when she stops forcing the happiness, her default goes down to sad. Where Anna, when Anna stops forcing it or is shifting, she goes to that anger. She's angry all the time. She's angry and aggressive. April's the exact opposite. She's sad and she's passive. I'm not saying she can't be angry. We just don't usually see it, or at least I haven't seen it too much. You love the Nomo. How long have you been taking Nomo, Fat Chick? If you don't mind me asking. And I really feel weird calling you Fat Chick, by the way. But that, again, me problem. Being happy all the time is a Mormon thing. I mean, nobody's happy all the time. That's the problem. Well, learned. You're praying you don't get the munchies and gain back all you lost. You know what to look out for. You're on to yourself. I am also skeptical, Maria. That's why I decided to give it a shot. I figured I'd give it a try, see what it does. Anna does snarl. She snarls all the time. Nomo suppresses your appetite. Alchemy is the one that makes me nauseous if I eat too much. And by eat too much, I mean, like, one day for breakfast, when I first started taking the alchemy, I made, I'm not that big. I don't know if you guys can see it. The pancakes. I made 3 pancakes this big. And they're just plain pancakes. And I had fresh strawberries on top of it. And by the time I got through, halfway through the 3rd pancake, I was just sick. And I had to quit eating. So the alchemy, like, it really cut my appetite. Well, I mean, it cut my appetite because it made me sick. But, like, it really does, like, make it hard to overeat. So the Nomo, yeah. Keep sweet, pray, and obey. Isn't that what they teach them? That's terrible, Wicked Weird Wednesday. Supposedly. Took a pair of 3 months. Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, look. Both of you are clearly, like, taking it back. Like, you're clearly taking these names and these terms and you're using them for your own purposes, and I feel great for you guys for doing that. But, like, when you say it, when I say it out loud, it's just like somebody's gonna come in here and they're gonna take this shit out of context and they're gonna be like, Tiny calls people fatty, and it's gonna be, no, that's her name, I swear. Because my Allen's supplements are really good ingredients and are well researched. Yeah. So I did some reading and stuff into them, and that's kind of why I was like, maybe I'll give them a shot. But yeah, Allen and I do not line up completely and totally. But, you know, it's one of those things, like, just because we don't agree doesn't mean he doesn't have a functional and good product that I could benefit from. And I mean, I'm not going to shoot myself in the foot just because I don't like the guy's politics. I mean, he's Allen. You know, we're gonna watch him have an aneurysm on camera one day. High-pitched voice, scary smile thing going on. You're checking out the supplements and you're curious. Well, they're expensive, I'm not gonna lie. They're not cheap.
It's such different than the other. So like the tilapia, the salmon, the ground beef, they all I'll feel full after my 2 or 3 tablespoons. It's very interesting because before I would just
Thank
eat
you,
until
redacted name.
whatever I had portioned out for myself was gone. And now I'm very in touch with what my body's doing and feeling when I'm eating. So I'll eat and then I'll give it a second and then I'll take another bite and then I give it a second. Also, I think I've always drank a lot. So, like a lot of water, a lot of whatever I'm drinking, I've always just drank so much. And I think separating it out has been quite helpful and may have, I, I wonder if separating it out prior to having weight loss surgery would have been helpful because I know now. So, if I don't just feel satisfied, which sometimes that's the case, and that will usually come before. So it'll be like, oh, I'm full. But sometimes I don't, I miss that cue. And if I miss that cue, the next thing is, I really want to take a drink of something. And as soon as I think that, I'm like, oh, I'm done. And that's good. Also, sometimes I'll sigh. And then I'll know if I drank too soon after because I'll hiccup. So if I eat, because I thought you only had to wait 15 minutes. It was on one of the paper, but after talking to the dietitian, it's actually more like 20 to 30. And so my sweet spot is about 25 minutes. She said to just play around. She's like, you don't have to wait 30. 20 should be good, but like you don't want to drink too soon.
I can't imagine not drinking while I'm eating. I really can't. That would drive me nuts. I would be too concerned about like choking on my food, honestly, because I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. Thank you, redacted, if I didn't say that before. I'm like doing too many things at once. Nomo seems to help with the stress eating, and alchemy works on reducing the spike in blood sugar. Maybe that's it. The blood sugar spike. Oh man, we're not gonna get started on Quiverful. My partner's ex-Quiverful. Well, his mother was Quiverful. There are 6 of them. Alan just shouts the same things over and over. Yeah, I mean... Allie, it's kind of why you take them, though. You don't... It doesn't take the enjoyment out of food. Like, I still like food. Food still tastes good. It's not like... It's not Ozempic, you know? I don't have that. It's not like that. It's just... When you're full, you're done. And there's no, oh, one more bite, because you'll regret that last bite. I don't think many people agree with Alan's politics, honestly. I think... But, again... Defending but not defending him. It doesn't make what he says about fat acceptance and health at every size. It doesn't invalidate what he has to say about that. You just have to understand where he's coming from when he says these things and like decide if you're okay with that, you know. And I'm not going to judge people one way or the other. Everybody's different. She have the surgery where they just bypass her whole stomach completely. I think so. Ruby Sky. We were talking about that earlier, honestly. Smug knows what it is. You're tempted to try the alchemy. I mean, I have not tried Ember. I looked at it, I thought about it, but I didn't want to be taking too many things at the same time. So, also, I think Ember's like targeted towards people who are like working out, and I'm not doing that. I mean, I go to the gym when I remember to and am motivated, and I'm a slug, don't get me wrong. So I was kind of like, I don't think Ember's the one for me, but I think if I'm recalling Ember's description correctly, it said something about like helping you burn more while you're working out, and that's not a goal of mine, but if it is a goal of someone else's, you might want to look at it. I'm just telling you guys that I am taking them and that I'm having, you know, I'm just telling you what is occurring while I'm on them. I'm not endorsing them. I'll save my final opinion for the end of the bottle, basically. I was just curious. I've heard a lot of good things about them, so I was like, I'll give it a shot. But I mean, that's the furthest I'm willing to go for that. So do not go take these. Do not go buy these. Don't start taking these because you think I'm endorsing them, because I'm not. But I'm also not saying they're crap either. I'm holding my opinion until the end. This video seems very performative. She's always performative though, Smug. That's the thing with her. Yeah, textbook. I mean, surgery's not for everybody. It's kind of like Ozempic. It's not for everybody. ADHD meds. Oh, I didn't know about his stance on trans people. I don't ask. I haven't watched Alan in... When did I stop watching him? Years ago at this point. And I basically stopped watching him because I got tired of listening to him just yell. All he did was just yell and swear all the time. So... Yeah, I mean, I appreciate... I liked that he would call out bullshit. He thinks we want to invade America? What did I miss? Hang on. I remember ADHD meds and now we're invading America. I live here. Hang on. If I feel hungry, I drink first. Yes! Because sometimes when we feel hungry, we're actually thirsty. Yes, that's a really good one, actually. Try drinking like a glass or two, or a half to a full glass of water if you're hungry first, especially if you have a headache, because 9 times out of 10 you're just dehydrated. But if you're still hungry afterwards, and you're actually hungry. Whoa, that would do it. You choked on food when you were 4, had a seizure, and was in hospital. That would do it. I'm very sorry, Ruby. Glad you made it. Hey, lady, I know. That's so weird about the sneezing thing.
And that isn't my favorite. And one of the times I think I had eaten tuna, I drank right at 20 minutes after, and it was painful. Like, I shouldn't have done it, but I did. So, lesson learned. I also appreciate that a lot of these lessons, I feel like I'm just having to learn one time because the pain is so great. I can definitely be a little dense. Like, I have to learn my lessons, and in order to like internalize, I have to learn my lessons like a hard way typically. And that's just the life that I live.
When her voice cracks like that, when she says stuff, it always makes me feel really bad. I always feel really bad. I'm just like, yep, that's the real her cracking through there, like tinking away at an eggshell. I was holding that for land designer. Ember is the stimulant. Oh, Alan doesn't recommend it for the reason. It didn't sound like something I wanted to take. So, you were saying it gives you the jitters? Yeah, one of them had like a huge amount of caffeine in it, which is fine. But I know what caffeine will do to me if I take too much of it. The others do not have the stimulant. No, the 2 that I'm taking, I do not feel jittery. I don't feel stimulated or anything like that. I don't believe they... And I've looked at the stuff on the back, and I mean, it is a bunch of like herbal stuff and that kind of thing. So, you know, go with that, take that as you will. But I don't see caffeine in any of them unless they're sneaking it in and not saying anything, and entirely possible. Yeah, see, I'm not very active. And I'm still taking the no morbidity and the alchemy, and I'm losing... Since I've started taking them, I'm thinking all the way back to what my weight was when I first started. I have it all written down, so... But anyway, I think I've lost... I want to say 3 pounds since I started taking it. And that's with basically no activity, no extra activity. I've started taking like short walks in the afternoons, in the evenings when it's cool, but they're not very long. They're like 20 minutes ish. And I've only been to the gym twice because again, slug. So my physical activity has not increased, which is kind of nice actually. I mean, it's not healthy, but it's kind of nice to know that how much is actually dropping because of the pills, because they're pills, versus, you know, maybe I just got active again and I'm dropping weight because I'm active again, you know. So, but I do need to get back to the gym. So no, don't go do that. As a matter of fact, I really would appreciate if people, like, if you're not already taking the stuff, don't go start taking it. I've never collagen. I take collagen and I have for years at this point. Collagen doesn't do squat for my appetite. I put it in my coffee in the morning, so I guess since coffee's a natural suppressant, I guess, but collagen doesn't do shit for my appetite. I never expected it to. I do recommend collagen. I think it's good for you, but not a doctor, not a nutritionist. Yeah, Renfield, if you've seen one of Alan's videos, you've pretty much seen them all. Yeah, he likes Alex Jones. I mean, I'm not defending Alan too far. Tiny Blue Oyster Cult. It's a good band. Leave it alone. uh... Fat Chick Run a Barn says, I'm surprised April got the surgery she did. I figured she would have gone with the sleeve. I think she got it suggested to her because they wanted longer term results for her. So I feel like they wouldn't just hand that particular surgery out because it's so incredibly invasive. So she's listening to her doctor is what she's saying. Yes, as you should. Metamucil. Getting that fiber in. The bald, shouty man. Yes, that would be him. Yeah, I haven't actually watched Alan in a while. Actually, you know, I sit here and defend him as far as I have. The last time I watched Alan, I think was like 6. No, it was... Wow, it's been longer than that. Okay, so the last time I watched Alan was sometime around 2020, 2021 during lockdown still. And the reason I remember this, and I'm not trying to start a fight in my chat, so please don't do this. But he was like 5 minutes into his stream, and somebody in the comments section said something about him pushing supplements, but not being for the vaccine. And he just like stopped like he does. You know how he does. And then he rolls his eyes and then he just laid into this guy. And I was just like, yeah, okay, we're done. I can't watch this. Never mind. Never mind, Alan. Tried. The only reason I'm taking the supplements, honestly, is because I've heard really good things about them. And I just wanted to see how they worked. I'm not endorsing Alan. And this is also why I'm telling you guys, like, I'm not endorsing the supplements either. So what I'm hearing is Dr. Tiny is saying we should all do the thing that she's doing. No, stop it. Do the exact opposite. Yeah, I haven't. So I have not watched Alan since like 2021 at the earliest. So April being a liar is also something that bothered me. She would say she was working out 2 hours a day. Yeah, see, that's what I remember. That's what I remember about April, is that she would say she was doing all these like crazy physical things, and then, but she never looked any different. Like, I think the most Chikara ever said she saw her lose was like maybe 20, 25 pounds. And, you know, April just came back 3 weeks-ish ago with her surgery story. And even with my own eyes, I was like, damn, she gained some weight. So no, don't start talking about COVID and the vaccine, guys. Don't do that. Stop. I was just telling you why I stopped watching. The last time I talked, yes. The last time I watched him, I just was filling you guys in. I'm not trying to start shit in the chat, please. Don't do it. But no, I'll put a video together. I have always intended to do this, is put a video together after I've gotten through the whole bottle and, you know, make a decision if I want to keep doing it and if I don't, you know? So, but that's just, I was just curious. I'll do a lot of things because I'm just randomly curious about shit. Let Dr. Tiny be monetized. God damn it, I'm not a doctor. Your surgeon said that with people with very high BMIs, they usually suggest the bypass because it usually works better for them. Essentially having no stomach. Thought that with what I already accomplished on my own, he felt confident that I'd do well with the sleeve. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good, that's good. I've always wondered what makes them decide which one they're gonna recommend, which surgery type they're gonna recommend over the other. Because, like, I was surprised that they recommended this particular surgery on the show that I watched. And I think I watched it through Shaun of Steel because... But the kid was, like... He was, like, mid-teens. I think he was 16. And he was pushing 600. And they were like, yeah, he's got a better chance for long-term success if we do this. And then they described the surgery, and I was like, well, I mean, shit, you're just taking out, like, his digestive everything. Like, how is he going to grow? Like, what happens if, like, this kid decides he wants to, like, put on muscle or something like that? I mean, how the hell is he going to get enough nutrients to develop and grow properly? But I mean, they're doctors. I would assume they've thought about that. I just feel like 16 was very young for something so incredibly invasive like that. But how old is April? I don't know. I feel like she's pushing 40. She's like mid-30s on the way to 40. What did April say right before I paused? I can back her up some. More than a second. Yeah, look at that face. I don't know what she's talking about, but she's not happy about it. Okay, let me play her again. Nope, stop it, stupid finger.
To, like, internalize, I have to learn my lessons, like, a hard way typically, and that's just the life that I live.
That's what it was. That's just the life that I live. And you can hear her voice. Like, she has that kind of... She always sounds like she's on the verge of tears anyway, but, like, when her voice cracks like that, and she has this cry smile face that she's making right now, it's just... It always is... This is what makes me feel bad for her. She's in her 30s. That much I do know. I don't know where in her 30s she is. I don't think she's over 40. But I feel like she's in her 30s, and mid-30s is closer to where she's at. You'd say she was 25. She's not 25. I know she's not. Oh, pardon me. Fat Chicken in a Barn says, a lady I know had the same thing and had to eat nearly constantly. Well, but the thing is that she's a bodybuilder, so I mean, I guess you can do it. So that's the important part there. She does sound profoundly depressed. Bye, Kismet. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, she has a very painful mask, yes. She does sound like she's just been browbeaten. Like, this is all... I think that the thing with April that kind of fascinates me is literally everyone can see that this is just a facade, except April. Like, she has thoroughly convinced herself that she's this happy and this hopeful and this bright and shiny. And everyone else is just like, girl, it is okay to not feel okay. And she's like the one person who doesn't seem to get it. Oh, no, you guys are fine. I get that people want to talk about topics. I just, I don't want fights in the chat. Because I don't like confrontation. That's really what that boils down to. So, alright. Go, April, go! Nope.
I'm hard-headed in some ways. Sorry, I'm looking down. I just wanted to, move on. Because I'm uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable talking about being hard-headed, but I am. I can be a very determined and hard-headed individual. So anyway, like I said, I'm uncomfortable. So I'm gonna move on now. Let's go ahead and talk about my weight. And so I was really worried that I was gonna not have any weight loss this week, but I am happy to share that I did. So last week I weighed in at 294.8. This week I weighed in at 290.2. Another 4.6 pounds gone. That puts me at almost 25 pounds down. So I am 24.5 pounds down at my 3-week post-op weigh-in, and it feels good. It feels good to be losing weight. I feel better every week.
She does.
And I don't mean externally or just because the scale goes down. Like,
considering her track record with losing weight, I bet it does feel good to see her weight dropping finally, because she probably feels like she's finally did the thing. And I mean, you had the surgery, and it's not easy getting the surgery, and it's not easy recovering and preparing for the surgery. So I'm not knocking it. So I bet she is pretty happy to finally be losing the weight that she keeps telling everybody she wants to lose. But the rest of the story, like, anytime I watch, I've noticed this with I've only watched like, I think 3 or 4 of her videos now. I always feel like I have to take a really deep breath afterwards. Like, I always feel like because she's just so heavy, even though she's trying to be so happy and inspirational. And it's just like, I always feel like I have to go pet my cat for a while, Yoda says the only thing I liked about her immediate post-op footage was that she didn't have the Pace-It-On smell. Well, yeah. Hard to smile your way through that. She's 37. I'll fight everyone in the chat, but not really because I'm sensitive. Yeah, exactly. Stacia says, I really hope the surgery works for her. It does seem like she was trying, but she just couldn't get her eating. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I think April is really, really good at lying to herself. Not the audience, herself. And so she really believes that when she would make her videos and she's like, I'm doing XYZ, I think she really believes she's doing XYZ when she really wasn't. On the topic of fat acceptance, I actually had a realization. Well, tell us more, Inu. I'm always here for this. Her face. I think her face actually looks pretty slim here. She said she was having some kind of reaction to the tape that they were using with her incisions, so maybe she's stopped having that. Surgery does sound hard. No, I don't think it's an easy way out at all. I mean, if you went down from a 5x to a 3x diarrhea, you're doing a good job. No, I don't think surgery is an easy way. I don't think taking the Ozempic shots is the easy way out. I mean, the side effects of both of those are extreme and can be, with the Ozempic shot, can be pretty extreme. So, no, I don't think that's the easy way out. Um, yes, you are correct, you knew. Uh, so when fat activists claim they are liberating POC communities, they are actually doing the opposite, supporting these fast food companies. I see where you're going. I see where you're going. I see where you're going. But the trick is though, is that we don't... That's not where sugar... It's not... historically, you are correct. I don't know if that's modernly correct. Though, there's a really good argument that fast food companies target minority communities over white communities. There's a really good argument there. And that because the cost of fast food is deceptive, like people believe that fast food is cheaper than actual food. And so you can make a really good argument that because they perpetuate this myth of fast food being cheaper than real food and being more convenient than real food, and since they do target minority communities harder, that they are actively trying to keep minority communities poor, because they don't go into wealthy neighborhoods. They go into poor neighborhoods, into socially economically depressed neighborhoods, and they start shilling their food there. And then they start playing race politics when people are like, wait a minute, this isn't healthy, this isn't good. And then they start screaming about, oh, you don't want people to eat. And it's like, no, I don't want people to eat your shitty food. You are correct. But you can make a really good argument that fast food companies and sugar companies and that kind of stuff are trying pretty hard to keep people poor. Because if people believe that they're poor and they can't afford to eat good food, that they'll continue to buy shitty food and continue to be poor, because they're spending more money on that than they would if they just went to the store and bought vegetables and meat and made their own food at home. Injectables are not the easy way out, because if people aren't actually changing their lifestyle while on them, it's like electrical tape on a hole in a tire. Yeah, see, this is the thing. Like, I think the injectables and I think the surgeries are really good tools. I don't know about other countries, but I think here in America, we fuck it up because April, for example, April needs therapy. Everyone except April apparently can see this. April's long-term success with her surgery would be so much more guaranteed if she was also pursuing mental health along with her physical health, right? But here in the States, we don't connect the two, or we choose not to connect the two. And so patients like April, she's had the surgery. She'll probably have a little bit of support for like another month or two while she recovers. And after that, the medical community will go, and that'll be the end of it. There'll be a few follow-up tests here and there to make sure that nothing's going wrong in the long term, but there's no long-term mental care. There's no long-term nutritional care. There's no long-term physical care. It's just not provided. It's not even a consideration. It's not like they're like, oh, fuck you, April. It's not how our medical system works. And so because of that, we set people up to fail, because no one's actually teaching her how to change her lifestyle. They're just giving her the surgery and then going, you should change your lifestyle. But they're not helping her do it. They're not teaching her how to do it. They're just assuming that she's going to figure it out on her own, which if she could figure it out on her own, she wouldn't have needed the surgery in the first place, right? So, sorry, Kirby, why are you confused? I was wrong. She's 40? Is she really? Now I feel old. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Catching up here. Not seeing e-news socials posts that you're answering. Really? You don't see e-news? But they're right there. I don't know why you can't see them. Either. Wow, you guys can't. Am I hallucinating? What does that do? I don't want to click on it. I don't want to find out the hard way. Can you see that I'm highlighting it? I wonder why you guys can't see it. Let me scroll up. All right, hang on. Look. I've got, well, the last part of it anyway, highlighted from e-news socials. I'll let it sit for a couple seconds because I know there's a delay. You guys can't see. You guys can't see that? It's weird. Textbook says, I agree that not enough attention is being paid to the influence of big food. Yeah, exactly. Maybe it did used to be cheaper, Ruby, but not anymore. Oh, really? Yeah, Kiana Dockery's videos on the food industry are amazing. She does a really good job at those. Well, Stacey, the reason, here's my theory on why the FA community talks about diet culture, but they ignore the fast food industry is because they're getting paid off. Some of them, not all of them. But, oh, fair. But there's, you know, there were those reports that went out showing that some of the fat acceptance health influencers were literally getting kickbacks from, was it like Nestle or Coke? Maybe both. To basically shill their food and say, no, it's okay. It's perfectly healthy to eat sugar and high fat foods and all that shit. Emu says, true, I do agree that the deceptive marketing of fast food and also food deserts definitely disproportionately affect poorer people. I actually saved money buying Whole Foods and cutting takeout. Yeah, exactly. But see, society and the fat acceptance communities will tell you that fast food is cheaper. Which is a lie. I can see your post, Smug. No, your tangent's great. Yeah, Enu, you did a good job. No, I don't take that the wrong way. I appreciate your insights. I think they were good. 8 months ago, I cut out 85% of all processed foods from my family's diet. How much is wild? Yeah, man. You don't realize how bad you feel eating the food until you stop eating it, and it gets out of your system. Oh yeah, and like Inu says, their acne cleared up. Maybe there was a hiccup in the feed. Yeah, I've got this set to live chat, not top chat. There is a difference. So for those of you who are doing the chat thing at home, check to see if your setting is at top chat or live chat. I don't know how YouTube decides which is what, but live chat is what you want, not top chat. Oh, you actually plan on going through the binder, but you have no highlighters? Gotta go get yourself some colorful highlighters. You have an excuse. Go. No, Inu shared some really good stuff there. We're on all messages up top and not top messages. Yeah, make sure you're not getting just the... You didn't see anything highlighted? Well, I mean highlighted as in... No, can't see it. But it wasn't showing up on the chat screen before. You couldn't see it, Abby. Like my cursor's on it. Excuse me, or it was. Wow! That's more fascinating than anything right now. It's insane. Yeah, I just picked up a copy of Eric Schlosser's Fast Food Nation, actually. There's another one that I picked up as Processed People or something. I forget who that was. Somebody recommended it. I do keep track of the things y'all recommend. I just don't have that much time to read, so it takes me forever is basically what I'm saying. Big Food. We're just going to call him Big Food from now on. I think maybe I don't even need to be paid off. It's the same principle as addicts who don't criticize their dealers. Yeah, no, Abby, that's right. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's at least half of them. They're getting kickback some money, Amy. They're getting paid. No, I noticed the live chat. Like, if I change the chat window right now, because it's set to live chat, if I change it to top chat, I will not see 25 to 50% of the comments that are being made. And they won't be in order. And since you can't like or dislike comments in the chat, I don't know how it decides what the top chat is, and that annoys me. Remember, live chat from top chat gets you all the chat posts to be aware. Oh, yeah. Top message thing is annoying. Yeah, and it starts you off in that. That's like the default for the chat. It will start you in top messages. And it'll default to top message any chance it gets. Like, I have to keep an eye on the chat window here because it will just kick to top chat without me prompting it to do so. YouTube just wants you on that setting. And I don't know why. And I hate it. So, yeah, YouTube's got issues. So, all right. How we do? Whoops. How we doing here? I'm going to let April finish because I think I've got just a little bit more of this video to edit. And then I'm going to let you guys go. But let's let April finish first.
My body is feeling better every week. And I feel more energetic and everything just gets a little easier. Like doing life gets a little easier every day, which is awesome. I think before I was so afraid of losing weight too rapidly and gaining it back because I really believed that the reason I gained weight previously back was that I lost it too fast. My fear of losing weight too fast and not being able to sustain the weight loss was so huge because I really thought that eating at such a deficit was going to be the reason I gained it back, because I felt that was the reason I had gained it back in part in the past. And the reality is that when I get depressed and in that state of mind, it didn't even matter. And that's hard to sit with. So I was losing weight consistently, but at a slow pace. So I did feel better and I knew I felt better. And I was doing like my mile for time every month and all of those things in the beginning. And I could chart it by that. But at the same time, it's like 3 weeks ago, I was carrying 25 extra pounds. And today I get to set that 25 pounds down. Well, not today, but like a little every day. I am just setting that weight down. And because it's so close together, like I feel like I was anchored and someone cut it. And now I'm able to just swim so much further. Like I don't feel like my weight is pulling me down in the same way, even though I still have a lot of weight to lose. So much weight to lose. But I'm just really grateful for this tool, grateful for weight loss surgery. And I am grateful for you guys and for this community. Your love and support means so much to me. I am rooting for you always. Someone else that has been incredibly helpful for me is Sarah. And I think I shared already that I talked to her. I got to talk to my friend Sarah, and it was so uplifting. She is one of the most lovely humans. Oh, I felt cheery. I've been catching up on her YouTube, and then I also went back and rewatched all of her stuff from when she first had her weight loss surgery. So I went back and watched things I had already watched. Plus I've moved past that, and just watching her journey and the lessons that she's learned, and it's been wonderful to see that. And then talking to her is always wonderful. She is just one of the best people. So Sarah, if you're watching this, I'm so grateful for you. I love you. And if you're my sister Sarah and you're watching this, I love you too. I have 2 wonderful Sarahs in my life.
What is this? Oh, that must be Sarah's channel. My bad. This is what I get for not paying attention. And also talking into my water bottle as if that were my microphone. Good job, me. Smug says, I had no idea the top chat, all chat thing was an option. Yeah, I know, right? Amy, I just chuckled thinking FA getting paid in cookies. For one dinner out to eat, I can buy almost a week's worth of food for our family. But exactly. You don't even have to know how to cook like fancy food either. Eating out is expensive these days. I will only accept payment in cookies if they are Girl Scout cookies. And even then, we must negotiate. Hey, Alberta! Mistress of the Dark. Hello, boys and ghouls. Alright, I think I'm caught up. Alright, yeah, keep going. I don't know. What do you guys think of April? What do you think of April's chances so far? Like, do we think she's gonna make it? I know she's got another video that's 4 weeks out. I'm behind, I know. So you can spoil it for me. It's fine. How do we think she's gonna do? Because 4 weeks is 1 month. And it sounds like she's been progressing on foods pretty fast. I don't know. Never had to deal with it myself, so.
If you are looking for someone to watch, Sarah posted her journey from, I don't remember, I guess it was like April 2020, maybe a little earlier than that. She was working towards getting the surgery and had her weight loss surgery in August of 2022. She documented so much of her journey. It's beautiful to watch, and I love it. So if you're looking for motivational content, definitely check out her YouTube channel. Also, but my little sister posts weight loss content sometimes now too, and she's pretty amazing. She's just, I love her so much. And she's gotten so tiny. Sarah has gotten so tiny. And then also there's Carla. I'll link these channels below, but they're just people who have made big impacts on me. So working towards the end of this video, I am excited for this coming week. I have a few things on the agenda. My husband comes home. I had some scabs.
Yay, inspirational music.
And 2 of them came off at different times, but when I was just taking my pants down and up, when it did, there was like all of this pus looking stuff down is a little deep. So I took pictures and sent it to my surgeon and his nurse, and she got back to me so fast, and she's like, we're gonna schedule you to come in. So Thursday this week, I am going in to see my surgeon. So happy my husband will be coming home and that it's not a longer trip than this because I miss him already. I'm really looking forward to having a bit of routine in my life. The past few days, I feel like I'm understanding better my body and what works and what isn't working, and I'm trying to not introduce too many new things at once. So getting my protein and my vitamins and my liquids in, and it's gonna be great. And then on top of that, I really want to go on a hike this week. So I want my husband to be home first. So once he gets home, then I'll go explore, see if I have a limit to push, or if I'm just dreaming and being dumb. Anyway, thank you so much for watching with me. I am so grateful for you. Grateful for those of y'all who prayed for me and sent love my way. I know that those prayers helped strengthen me and help me make it through, and so I'm grateful for you. And if you haven't and you would like to follow along on my journey, click that subscribe button, ding the bell.
Just end the video. Christ, April. Anyway, all right, she's done talking because I'm done listening. I asked an actual question, so I want to see what the actual answers were. She can be difficult to watch. Yes, Elvira. You think April is sad, but she's going at a steady pace. Yeah, I mean, she's going to lose weight at least the first year, right? Unless she truly sits here and actively sabotages herself, which I don't put past her, but she doesn't seem to be... She's delusional, but she doesn't seem to be, like, harmfully delusional, I guess. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Smug says I'm 50-50 on her chances. Her content is kind of fascinating in a way. Yeah, exactly. Steppered wife smile. That's a really good way of saying that, Kim. Hello, Gunnaret. Ah, Christina Jones. That's really cool. That's a fun flex. If she got real mental help, she would have much better chances, Allie. Mr. Corgi's... Was it Kim that put the picture in the Discord for me? I've got to get that. I think I'm just gonna send it to him. Just on Discord and just be like, here you go. He's gonna go, what? What? Right, you're welcome. And then he will never talk to me again. Mr. Corgi's new Chantel video should be available sometime today. Oh. Oh no. Don't tell me that. I'm not ready. Her voice is wearing me out. Yeah. Sorry, I'll let her go on too long. Yeah, she needs to just end the video. Is April diabetic? She's not mentioned it? I don't think she is. She went to the school of Amber vlogging sign up. Yes, just keep she says goodbye like she's from the Midwest. An hour and a half later, you might be able to get off the phone. You gave her 75%? That's pretty good, Hellfire. Yeah, maybe she'll surprise herself. And yeah, maybe that surprise will be enough to kind of get her going, you know? Yes, there's a Discord for Nerfy's Discord. And they very, very nicely gave me a channel in the Discord. And I have been told that Mr. Corgi. I've been told that Mr. Snowflake has his own Discord, but I don't really need to go join it, I don't think. There's no point in it. I'm not trying to join like every Discord out there. I don't think she's harmful in the way Anna is harmful. Yeah, exactly, Ruby. But she doesn't have Anna's reach either. I really hope this weight loss surgery is her new beginning. Yeah, her vocal fry. But this is what legit vocal fry sounds like, though. Where's the rest of us? Yeah, Kim, if you want to, if there is a link to drop, you're more than welcome to drop it here. Should probably learn how to like pin thing. I think I did figure that out one day because between you and Curvy, I have things I need to pin. She's not harmful. She's just sad. Yeah. Irish goodbyes. Been watching Call Me Kevin a lot lately, and she does ramble at the end of a video. It's just like, say goodbye, turn the camera off. It's fine. I actually really like Discord as a platform. I've been using it for a very long time. It won't let you drop links. Here, let me fix that. Manage block words. I think you need that one. There's options. Hey. I don't know what that means, but you should be able to put a link in there now. You are my first mod. I am addicted to Call Me Kevin too, Rocky. I've been binging his stuff for like days. Even my partner thinks he's hilarious. Oh my god, his sim stuff. Like, oh Jesus, like so many of his videos, I'm just like rolling on the floor, like literally holding my sides. I'm laughing so hard. They have to be mods. Yes. The creaky voice is painful. Hello, Sam. Do you have the time? All right. Well, that's April 3 weeks out. I know she's got a 4-week out video. So... yeah, after I did it, I realized I probably should have asked if you even wanted to be a mod, even if it was just for like a minute or two, Kim, and then I just didn't do that, and I apologize ahead of time, but... or I guess I apologize after the fact. So... Discord almost broke your laptop. My laptop decided this morning it didn't want to turn on, so that was kind of fun. Yeah, don't make Kim mad. She can boot you now. To listen to me whine. About... no, gosh, I got it stuck in my own head now, too. Kim is all powerful. Yes, be nice to Kim. However, that's the link. And yeah, if you join the Discord, it's a good Discord. It's a pretty big Discord. Nerfy has a pretty good handle on it. They've got some really good mods in there. There's quite a few people that you'll recognize the names of in there. Diary's in there. I would say about half this chat's in there, I think. Lee's in there. Temporary. So it's a temp link. That's fine. Oh, really? I don't think I've ever noticed it giving me, Discord giving me issues on my laptop, honestly. You're already in timeout. Famous people channel. Yeah, that cracks me up. I joined the Discord because I was trying to connect with Mr. Snowflake. I still want to interview him. Him and Jimmy. And I think I was in the Discord for like 2 whole seconds, and Nerfy stuck me in the "don't feed the famous people" or something like that. That was like, that's funny. Yeah, that's why I didn't... I know Kim's a mod for Nerfy, which is why I didn't feel... I felt like it was okay to make him a mod here, because A, she knows what she's doing, and B, she's trusted. Not that I don't trust the rest of you, but... Hey, Buns. Yeah, it's a very big Discord, actually. There's a lot going on in there. It's not just ALR. There's a whole bunch of other things I talk about in there. Nerfy does like a movie night. They do all kinds of things, so... Don't touch the famous people. I mean... Bye, Smug. Have fun at dinner. Don't harass. I don't even trust me. Harvey, you've never... Wait, how did I get the bingo card link then? I could have swore... See, now I'm launching Discord. No, it's cool. You don't need to take me live. Doo-doo-doo. Ooh, I got a neat font. It's all like runic. Oh, like, wow, how did you guys know to use a runic font? Shut up, Tiny. That's a really neat, I know Lee's not in here right now, but that's a really cool tattoo. Please create a post for my overall YouTube channel and all other social media links you wish to advertise in one post and pin it. Easy, Franny. Look, Kim. Look. Stop making sense. That's a really nice tattoo. Oh yeah, I forget it does that. Why was I in here? Wait, Yeah, so how did I get the link for the bingo card? You must have... Oh, never mind. I'm an idiot. You sent it to me and I posted it myself, and then I linked it. So, yeah, there you go. I will put together a master pin post here in the upcoming week or so. Who's this? You guys in this Finland trip. Right, Abby? Yeah, you got to keep track of it. You've got to keep up on the live chat because it will literally reset itself without telling you. And the next thing you know, you're missing 50% of the damn chat. Stupid YouTube. All right. What am I doing? Nope, not that. Not that. I mean, I'm gonna watch that, but y'all don't need to. Again. Oh, look, it shows me how much memory it's using. That's nice. Doesn't mean squat to me, but numbers. Explain it to me like I'm 5. You know, Discord used to be so easy, though. Guy that fixes my laptop deleted it. I mean, the nice thing about Discord is you don't have to download it. You can just use it from the internet, and it's perfectly fine, so... I can understand not wanting to have a bunch of stuff on your actual computer. Mine just... It's built to run games, so it can handle a lot. Yes, you did, Kirby, and I relinked it. I took the link and put it into the Discord, and then I pinned it in my channel so that when I go, I don't remember the link, I have no excuse now. So, unless the link changes. Allie, okay, that was you. Okay. Well, I don't know if you guys know, but I'm gonna go on vacation soon. I'm gonna stop right now. How is the gaming going? Gaming goes great. I don't know. Are you guys actually interested in like a separate... Oh, yeah, it's a separate gaming channel, period. I don't want to put the gaming on the channel, but... Hi, baby girl. What's up? What can I do for you? Want to come say hi? Well, that's it when you move. But, oh my god, you're such a wiggle worm. Would you? It's okay. Say hi. Say hi. It's my little girl. Yosh. Not what I wanted, mother. That's better. She has to be held like this. This is the only way that it is acceptable. Bye, Abby. Go have dinner. Capons. You know, the longest time when I was on the internet first, nobody knew I was a chick. It was decades before people figured out that I was a woman. And there's still people that don't believe it. But my old handle, not this one. Hi. Are we getting down? What are we doing? Go away. Good girl. But yeah, I just remember when it finally came out and I got this tweet and somebody was like, "You're a woman?" And I'm like, "Yeah, amazing, huh?" She is cute, Mistress of the Dark. She's the cutest kitten that ever kittened. But yeah, sometimes, I mean, being a chick on the internet's kind of a trick. Especially when you're like part of the, well, when you're part of the atheist community and happen to have functioning ovaries and 2 boobs. I'm just saying. Anyway, we're not going there. All right, y'all. Thank you very much for joining me. I've got the majority of this video edited. I'm gonna go finish it up tonight so I can get it posted late. I don't know how I feel about it. It's a makeup get ready with me. I don't know. It's not my favorite video. I think that's why it's taking me so long to edit it. It's because I just don't know if I like it. But it's a video, right? My cats are needy and bratty, Alec. It's not a joke. Like, they're lucky they're adorable. Like, I might eat them otherwise. These things happen. Yep, exactly. You know, half the population is female, right? Well, chances are you might be talking to a woman at some point on the internet, just statistically. Fantasy. Purple Mercat's girl? Yeah, well, those are the guys who've, like, never been in the room with a female before. I do have functioning ovaries, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Yeah, I don't understand why it's such a shock that women would be on the internet. Oh my god, one time this was a long time ago. But one time I went into a comic book shop because it was the only place that would sell dice. And I've always done like tabletop gaming and stuff. And I went in to go buy dice. And I asked the guy behind the counter, you know, where do you keep your dice? And he goes, "What kind of dice are you looking for?" Because we don't, what was it? Something about 6-sided dice. And I said, "Well, actually, I was looking for some percentiles and a D20." And he just kind of blinked at me and he goes, "Are you buying them for yourself?" And I was like, "Yes. Now, where are your fucking dice?" Well, yeah, it's unfortunately for me because I don't actually plan on using them, so it's like wasted on me. As opposed to somebody who does plan to use them. Well, and then again, I guess they do give me like hormones, but that's all they're pretty much good for. My opinion on me breeding. Other people having kids is great because they're other people's kids. And like, I can admire like the work and the effort and the sacrifice that goes into keeping another human being alive long enough for that person to become functional. But like, the thought of it myself is kind of scary. I make jokes about it, but men's lucky they're cute. Did he not want my business? No, he just didn't believe that a woman would come. Well, I was very young at the time, so I was probably still like 19. I couldn't have been older than 19. Anyway, you know, girls don't buy dice. Oh, yeah, darts. See, that's the thing though, Kim. Then you just like school his ass. You love my tiny human. I mean, yeah, that's awesome. Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh my god. I played a card game. I don't, some of you card game. It was called Legend of the Five Rings. There's also a role-playing game based on it. Anyway, there were more than one tournament where I was the only girl in the room. Oh, I'm sorry, Rocky. In a GameStop. Hallie, you play games? Darts is awesome. I used to play darts. I was on a juvenile league when I lived in Illinois because I moved out of Illinois when I was 16. But my parents played at the league at the bar, and they started up a kids league because I don't know, it sounded like a good idea. But anyway, I was on the kids league for a long time until we moved. Finals is good. I'm asking where the back issues of X-Men comics were. Yeah, well, I had a first edition copy of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1. And then my friend stole it. So that was fun. Alright. I do need to go now, though. So, let's see. What did I click on? What has happened? What did I do? Alright, if you've made it this far, go ahead and put a die in the comment section. I know they have D6s. I don't know if they have anything else. It'd be really cool, though, if they did have the full set. If you can find a D4, that would be amazing. But go ahead and put a die of some variety in the comment section. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and doing this editing stream and kind of like watching April and just kind of digesting April with me. I'm gonna be reacting to her. I just don't know exactly what all to do with April, really, because I don't necessarily think she's trying to be. I don't think she's trying to be deceptive or anything like that. Not like the other girls, but it wasn't at the time, was it? I didn't think it started. I thought they were an independent comic when they first started, and then they got bought by Marvel. But anyway, off track. So anyway, so guys, thanks for helping me work my way through April while I was editing. I appreciate it, and I hope you guys all have a good evening. Go enjoy your dinner, and I will hopefully have a video up for you guys tonight. And we will go from there. Thank you guys. Bye!